Hey everybody, this is just a quick dream update. Um, Back on March 9th, I had a dream about a wedding, which I thought might be significant. I don't know. Um, I was in a ground floor room, like either a dorm or an office building. It seemed more like an office, um, and there was a single streamer that was hanging from the top of the ceiling all the way down to the floor, and there was one balloon, and I was trying to smooth out the kinks in the streamer. And in the dream, I knew that it was a wedding, and that the groom was coming to that place that night. Then on March 18th, I had a dream, and when I woke up, I don't remember what was in the dream, but I remember that the date May 1st was in the dream. Um, on March 25th, I was I dreamt I was in New York City, and I saw waves um, pouring over what seemed like the deck of a home. Like I was standing out on this big deck, and it seemed like I saw waves coming over it and then falling off the other end of it. And for some reason, I thought there was ice around, like in the vicinity all around us. So maybe snow and ice, I don't really know. Um, I had a vision last night, just a really quick vision of it just looked like this. And the angel pointed toward the west. All I saw was the angel pointed toward the west, and I saw something that looked like that. Let me just try to draw it again. It just went up like that. So, not sure what that is. Um, and then last night, after I had the vision, so you guys know that sometimes when I have a vision, then I'll have a dream that same night that kind of goes along with the vision. Um, because you guys, well, and the other thing is I've been trying not to have visions, so the fact that I saw that was kind of, I thought I'd mention it because I've been trying not to have visions. Um, so I did see that, and then last night, this is the dream that I had. I dreamt that an Asian family came into my house. It was a really big family. It was a man and a woman, the grandparents, and some children. And they were all coming into my house, and I was just kind of like, what's going on? And somehow somebody put a little drop of something on my face somewhere, and I'm not sure if it was seeping in, and I can't remember if it was going into my eye or my nose or my mouth. I can't remember. I just remember that it was that somebody had dropped it on my face, and it was seeping in somewhere, and it was just like a single drop or like a couple of drops, but it felt kind of oily. And I mean, that was kind of weird. That was kind of a weird part of my dream because for some reason I didn't wipe it off in my dream, and I'm not sure why. Because it just normally I would do that, but for some reason I didn't in the dream. Um, but then my house changed, and it was somebody else's house, and somehow I knew that there was going to be an explosion or something like that, and it was going to come from a certain direction. And so these Asian people that were in my house, I guess they must have told me that. And they were showing me that it was going to come from this certain direction, but I don't know what direction that was because I was in somebody else's house. But if it was the house that I was in originally was the house that I live in right now, the apartment that I live in. Um, but then it changed into this other person's house. But if the layout was the same and the directions were the same, then the direction that they were telling me this explosion or whatever was going to come from would have been coming from the west. But I don't know that for sure because, like I said, it wasn't my house that I was in the dream. And the only reason I say that is because it started out as my apartment and then changed into this other person's house. So I'm not sure. Maybe it was coming from the west, maybe not. I don't really know. Um, but they were telling me to stand behind this wall or something, and I was thinking, why? If it's going to flatten everything, because I guess they were saying it was going to flatten everything, just like a pancake. Just um, and I looked at a digital clock and I don't remember. I remember it said 3, but I don't remember. For some reason, when I woke up, I thought it had said 3 minutes. And I remember just being in shock. Like, you're telling me this thing's going to happen in 3 minutes? Because they were rushing around my house. And I was like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And I looked at the digital clock and I thought it said 3 minutes. But it might have said 3 m or something. I don't really know. I'm not sure why I thought that, but in the dream I thought it was 3 minutes and I was kind of freaking out that there was going to be this huge event that was going to happen in 3 minutes. Um, and I kept asking them, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? And the man said to me something like, we need to preserve their memories. So I'm not sure what that was all about. And then I also think that, I mean, after I woke, as I'm dreaming, I'm usually trying to repeat the, if I dream of numbers, I try to retain the memory as long as I can. And so I'll actually, while I'm dreaming, I will actually repeat the numbers over and over in my mind so that when I wake up, I remember. So another number that I remember that was in my mind when I woke up was 106.33, and I'm not sure what that's from. I don't even know if it was in my dream somewhere or what. I just know that I was thinking of that number when I woke up. So anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. That's just an update right there. And I'll talk to you later. All right, bye.